Good morning, everybody. My name is Patrick Ridlon, and here today I want to talk to you about our planets. We cannot survive without a planet, and our planet needs us to help survive itself. It's an eco-balance. The term going green is trying to be eco-friendly to our Earth and to our Mother Nature. Going green doesn't also save the planet, but it also self-benefiting to us. Three big things that can help us that are very easy solutions is fossil fuels, vegetation, and reduced electricity. Let's talk about fossil fuels. Reducing fossil fuels will have a great effect on our planet Earth. The number one way we can reduce fossil fuels is by getting these electric or hybrid cars, which are cars that use a lower octane of fuels, which doesn't burn as bad and pollute the air as much, or electric cars use electricity to run, and they recharge and they reuse the electricity inside the vehicle to make everything more efficient. These fossil fuels that our cars are burning are causing something called the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the pollution and gases are rising up to the ozone layer, which is not letting our heat escape from the planet and brings it back down to Earth, which in turn, as history progresses, the Earth's getting hotter and hotter, and it's even been proven that this heat has been melting polar ice caps and raising the water level on Earth. Besides the greenhouse effect, pollution also affects this thing called air quality. And the quality is the ratio from pollution to oxygen in our own air. And it's actually recommended by doctors that you do not run outside or exercise outside in the early mornings, the noontime, or the afternoon, because it's the heavy traffic hours. And they actually said it's harmful for your body to be breathing in all this pollution because so many cars are on the road. You can't see it, but it's there. Third of all, what we all love is that it saves a lot of money. Oil and gas is very expensive and it's rising every single day. And if we switch to more eco-friendly cars, we're going to be saving a lot of money in our pockets. Besides the pollution, a lot of oil comes from overseas. In order to get here, it's got to be transported by boat. And the oceans are very vicious, vast, rough. So sometimes the boats don't make it all the way and they spill. BP had a huge incident in the Gulf a few years back. That was all over the media. And the bad things about these oil spills are that they cover the animals in oil, thick, crude, black oil, which really damages the animals, not very good looking, and we have to clean it up because it's our responsibility. It also kills marine life. The oil spills in the water actually doesn't kill fish, but if it makes contact with any fish eggs, those eggs will die, thus reducing our marine life. It also takes a lot of time, effort, and people's money to have people go out there and try to clean up these oil spills for us. And it also kills all plant life that it makes contact with. It covers the plants and they can't get their necessary sunlight for photosynthesis, and they also die. Besides being so dependent on fossil fuels, we're also highly dependent on electricity. And the number one electricity that we use comes from our homes. And especially in time right now where it's really hot, in summertime, we use a lot of electricity on air conditioning. So I can tell you a way to reduce your air conditioning usage. The number one way is insulation. And the number one place where heat escapes in your house is your windows. And there's just a few quick, easy steps you can do to improve your windows. You can buy double pane glass. Instead of just a single pane of glass, there's two panes, which helps keep the insulation in the cold in and the heat out. You can also go to the store and buy something cheap, just like caulk. And you can seal the sides of your windows, or if there's any cracks in the sides of your windows, and it'll help from cold air escaping from behind the window. You can also buy window tint, just like people have on their cars. You can tint your windows that get hit by the sun a lot, and the tint will actually reflect the heat from actually coming inside your house, which will make your house 20% cooler, just the fact alone. We can also reduce our energy by everyday activities that we don't even really think about. A appliances. We wash dishes, we have dishwashers, some of us. We wash clothes, we use refrigerator, we use vacuums, TVs. All these new appliances are energy efficient nowadays. And you can usually tell if they're energy efficient by little green leaves, or they have a symbol with a star that says Energy Star on the top. And these use less electricity than most regular appliances. I have a television that is energy efficient. It's 70-inch television. It's big. You would think it uses a lot of energy, but it actually costs less than $100 a year to run that TV. And of course, they also save us money. The less electricity we use, the lower our bills. You can also open windows if it's nice outside. Instead of having the heat and air switch back and forth, just open it up, let a nice breeze come in. Maybe in the daytime, you don't have to go in rooms and turn on lights. You can open up a window, open up the shades, let the sunlight come in, and that's good for you too, because people still need sun, because the sun supplies your skin with vitamin D. False light does not provide us with that, and it's not healthy for us. It just allows us to see. You can also, what I like to call, turn off extras. If you're not in a room, turn off the light. If you're not using the TV, turn off the TV. Also, when you go to bed at night, you can buy power strips that turn off and on, because whether we realize it or not, even though our TV's turned off, our clocks are turned off, our PlayStation's turned off, our computer's turned off, it all still uses electricity, as long as it's plugged into the wall. So you can buy power distributing units, just power strips where everything plugs into, and before you go to bed, you can hit that off, and that'll cause the TVs and everything to stop using electricity while everything's off. Besides inside your house, outside your house, you can still help. You can make vegetation, and you can make your yard green. A small garden is an easy step. You can plant a small garden inside your house, in the front of your house, in the back of your house, wherever you can find room to make, and it'll help out. A lot of vegetables and fruits nowadays have pesticides. Farmers don't like the bugs to eat up their crop because their crop is money. Some pesticides have been linked to causing cancer and causing a lot of health problems. So if you just eat a couple of your own fresh tomatoes, you can try to avoid that and become a lot healthier. You can also save money by not having to go to the grocery store and buy your own fruits and veggies. You can also save gas and fossil fuels by not having to drive to the store. Also, you can take time, and if you have room in your yard, or maybe volunteer to try to plant some trees somewhere. Trees supply oxygen, which improves our air quality. And since 60 years ago, the Earth has 49% less oxygen than it did, which is a significant amount, considering this is what we need to live and breathe. And there's actually been studies shown saying that our bodies have begun to adapt to how to perform with less oxygen in the bloodstreams. These are all just small changes that we can become more efficient and more eco-friendly. Fossil fuels, electricity, and vegetation. It benefits us and it benefits the earth. And all of these things are not chores, but it's a lifestyle to help us improve.